March 20th, 2025. This is my review of reading Deuteronomy chapter 29, verse 2, all the way through Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 29. Just a couple chapters tonight. Actually, it wasn't too bad of a reading. Um, but it describes the covenant of great promise, both good and bad. We get to see how, the promise of uh, prosperity through the obeying of the Lord. We see the promise that the Israelites will have great crops and abundant living and all that stuff if they're obedient. But the moment they turn to false gods, and we also see in Deuteronomy where in this section of reading that um, he predicts that it's going to happen, and we know that it happens because if we've read ahead and we know that in Judges they turn away from the true God. We know that. Um, he predicts it. God predicts it through Moses here, and but he says it's a choice. It's a choice to be obedient, be blessed, or to choose to be disobedient. And we know that atrocities follow with that. That's a promise. Yesterday we got to read about some really bad atrocities. It goes on still today about a little bit of the bad things that will happen. But it's a choice of life and death. But the good news is that if the people turn, what they've turned away from God, if they realize what they've done and they turn back to God, God will accept them back in. So what a great promise. But this is all hearkening to believe in Jesus and follow him and allow him to do his good work in us. And keep trusting in the Lord. And again, it won't necessarily always be easy, but when we know that God is with us and who can be against us, there's such great promise in that. The other next part towards the end of this is where Moses commissions Joshua, and he tells Joshua, I noticed two different times, be strong and courageous. It repeats here, and then again, Joshua gets those words directly from God when after Moses passes and he takes the torch and leads the people. God tells him, be strong and courageous. I think there's about 3 or 4 different times there. There's 2 different times here. Be strong and courageous. And I think this is something that we can, it's a message that's repeated a couple times, and I think we could, and this is the NLT version, but it sticks. 31 verse 6. So be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid and do not panic before them, for the Lord your God will personally go ahead of you. He will neither fail you nor abandon you. And all we have to do is be obedient and listen to him. And he is there. He is good on his promises, whether we do or not. He is good on them. Sin leads to death and destruction, but being obedient leads to life and abundance. So great promises, and I think we can look at this and latch on to it from that fact, that blessing, that curse. I think that's more of even a natural thing than a God. This is boom. This is the way it is. I think he's laying it out for us and saying, look, you follow these commandments. I know you. I made you do these things in this way, and it's going to go well. You don't do it, and the nature of the world's going to come against you. It's just, the atrocities that come. It's just more of a natural thing. I think that's the thing. I think I'll go with that. But uh, we have that message laid out, and we'll see it over and over again. We'll see it play out. So anyway, that's what I got.